Hey there, my name is Kathleen Coble, and in this video today, I'm going to be talking to you all about the do's and the don'ts of the Amazon Influencer Program. So this is a program where you can create content that Amazon then allows you to upload directly onto their platform. This has been a really nice recurring revenue income stream for me over the past almost 2 years or so, and I've been able to earn at least $10,000 every month consistently. So there's a lot that has gone into that, obviously, and I've learned a lot along the way, but I think something that's really crucial, and a lot of people are running into these issues right now because they're just trying to make a quick buck or game the system or whatever it may be, but I've been working with Amazon and on Amazon for over a decade, so I know how important the rules are to them. That's why I really wanted to create this video for you to show you what are the do's and the don'ts of the Amazon Influencer Program. Some people have been getting shut down. There's a lot of talk about, well, how do I make sure that I'm staying compliant and I don't want my account to get banned? So keep watching because I'm going to show you all of the rules and regulations of what you can and can't do with the Amazon Influencer Program. Okay, so if you're only going to watch one piece of this video and take one piece of advice, it's right there. Stick to the rules and you'll never have a problem with your account. Amazon does not like rule breakers. Don't do it. Every time you do it, it just puts you at risk to get your influencer account shut down. And not only will you not be able to earn any money moving forward, but they will keep your commissions over the last 60 days. As you may or may not know, as an influencer, what you earn that month doesn't get paid out to you till about 60 days later. So if you get shut down in between that time, you're not going to see that money unless you appeal your account and Amazon says okay. But just know, it is never worth it to break the rules. The rules aren't that hard. Just stick to them and you won't have a problem. All right, so let's dive in. I do think it's really important to talk about the do's as important as it is as the don'ts, right? So when you're creating your content, especially your videos, make sure you describe the features and the benefits of each product. Show the assembly, show close-ups, show a demonstration when it's relevant, but stay away from making it like an infomercial. You really want to talk about how it's impacted you and what pain points it has solved for you. Not, here's the thing and here's why you should buy it. You should be saying, here's the thing, here's why I bought it, here's why I love it, here's the features that I love about it, right? So kind of take that frame of mind when you're creating your videos. The other thing is you only want to tag one product per video for optimal video placement. Now, Amazon has different promotions and things like that where they want you to tag more than one, especially with the Inspire app. If you're creating vertical videos and you're doing compilations of, all the things I bring on the plane with me when I travel, yes, you can have 10 different items that you're tagging to. In my experience, those aren't the videos that bring in all the money. It's tagging one product, making a shoppable video for one product that then ends up on the product listing page on Amazon. So that's the best placement you can get, is on the product listing page in that top carousel. And that's how you do it, is you only tag one product or one ASIN per video. You always have to disclose that you are an affiliate when you are linking to anywhere outside of Amazon. Now, definitely with social media and YouTube and all these places, but Amazon will crack down on you so fast if you are posting affiliate links all over the place without saying, I am an affiliate for Amazon. The other thing is that if you're posting your influencer storefront, it has it right there. It says earns commission. So that would be the way that I would recommend posting if you're not sure, or, if you really want to be careful about it, post links to your influencer storefront first and foremost, because that already includes the disclaimer. You should always say that you're earning money, right? You always need to be honest about that. Super important. Not only will Amazon come shut you down, but you'll get in trouble with the FTC and, always disclose your affiliate relationship, always. Okay, the other thing is that you only want to review products that you use and that you love. This seems to be a gray area for some people. Obviously, I don't personally review products and create content about products that I don't use. If I don't use the thing, I have no credibility. I'm not being honest. If I don't use the thing, how can I create a review about it? It pains me when I see people in stores saying, look at this awesome thing. It's like, dude, you're in a store. you didn't buy that thing, that is also very much against Amazon's terms, and they will shut your account down so fast for that. But the other thing is that you really only want to create content and videos about things that you love. It's not really great to, put out in there, hey, I bought this thing and it totally sucked. I mean, you can, but unless there's something really, really wrong with it, maybe somebody else would like it, right? So I would recommend not putting that negativity into the world. Just don't create a video. If it's something you don't like, don't create a video for it. We bought a dresser a few years back for my daughter, and not only was it almost impossible to put together, half the pieces were broken. It was really just kind of a piece of junk that we bought from Amazon, and we bought this well before I started with the influencer program, but I thought about going back to it and was like, no, that thing was a piece of junk. And thankfully, the item wasn't even for sale anymore, so people aren't buying it because it was garbage. But just only review products that you use and love. That's my best recommendation to you on that. The other thing is that if you create goals for yourself, staying consistent, always posting new content, whether it's every day, every week, always have new content that you're creating, posting, planning, whatever. Create those goals for yourself, because if you're just like, well, I'll post like here or there, it's going to be really hard to stay on track, and it's going to be really hard to reach those income goals. So create your own goals so you can stay consistent and always be posting. With that said, you want to make sure that you create as much quality content using products available on Amazon that you possibly can. There is no limit to the amount of content that you can post on Amazon once you are approved for the influencer program, and especially once you get approved for on-site commissions. Create all the amazing content that you can and upload it to Amazon. It will only get you more visibility, more eyeballs on your content as opposed to someone else's, and the opportunity for you to be able to convince a customer to purchase through your link, through your video, whatever that may be. So do's, very, very important. Don'ts, also very important. Make sure you watch this. If you have any questions or if you feel like I've left anything out, Amazon's always changing things. There's always updating things and testing things. So I would love to hear in the comments below here. I would love to hear what are some of the don'ts that you learned? What are some of the do's that you learned? And tell me in the comments below if there's anything that you want to add to this presentation that I might have left out or forgot to include. I think I got most of it, but again, Amazon's always changing. There's going to be things I leave out. So make sure you come back and watch the updated videos as I put them out to make sure you are staying on the up and ups and that your account never gets shut down with Amazon. So with that, do not include any personal or identifying information in your content that you're posting to Amazon. This includes address, phone numbers, emails, anything like that. I have had videos rejected because in the background, you could see a street sign out my front window, right? So Amazon is catching these things that sometimes I'm not even catching. So it's really important that you are not disclosing any of your personal information, but you cannot also ask for other people's personal information. Back when I was first getting started, a lot of people were getting in trouble with their Amazon Lives because they were asking people for their email address in order to send them a free gift or, something they had won. Amazon, don't do that. Don't ask people for their email address. Don't ask people for their address, because if Amazon finds out, they will shut down your account. Don't do that. They want their customers to stay on Amazon. If you do anything to mess with that, you run the risk of getting your account banned. You cannot put any barcodes in your videos or photos. I don't think this is a super commonly known thing, and this is something that I'm seeing a lot of people getting their videos rejected for, and they're not even really aware. When I say barcodes, I mean like a UPC label or an Amazon ASIN or product sticker. You also don't want a shipping label that could have your address on it. Again, packaging with QR codes, UPCs, do not include that in your content. Amazon will reject your video. Don't talk about pricing or the cost of products. This is important because on Amazon, the pricing fluctuates. So they don't want you to say, hey, this item is a steal at $19.99. And then 2 days later, the seller has increased the price to $24.99. And now the customer's like, well, what the heck? Why did it go up, right? So do not talk about pricing. You could say like, this is a great item for the price, but I would even just stay away from that. Just don't say price. Talk about the value, talk about the benefits, talk about the features. Don't talk about the price. The other thing is, do not use any other social media logos or account information in your videos or pictures. again, when I first got started, there were a whole bunch of videos that were showing up with, the TikTok logo or the YouTube Shorts logo, and Amazon was letting that kind of go because they didn't have a ton of content yet, especially for the Inspire part of the app. But now, just keep all of those logos off. Again, if you are trying to direct Amazon's customers off of Amazon, it's just going to put up red flags for them. They're going to review your account and they're going to look for anything that they can do to get your account shut down. So don't ask people to follow you on anywhere. Follow, subscribe. That goes along with using social media logos in your content. Don't ask people to follow or subscribe. They have nowhere to subscribe to. Yes, they can follow you as the Amazon influencer, especially if you're doing lives, but it's very blatantly put in Amazon's terms, do not ask people to follow you. So don't do it. The other thing, I already kind of talked about this, but don't film in a store. It's very much against Amazon's terms. It's dishonest. Why would you go to a store and say, I recommend all these products when you obviously didn't buy them? You're in the store. And if you think you're duping people, you think that people can't tell that you're in the store, people out there are smart. Yes, there are always going to be dumb people, but listen, don't record in the store. The other thing is, don't record in public places, especially without people's knowledge. I've seen people throw up videos from, being at the beach and they're, so far away and they're recording somebody else's tent. And then they're putting that up on Amazon and tagging a product that who knows if it's the right thing because they didn't even get close enough to actually go touch the tent. They just filmed it from afar. I wish I could say that stuff really makes me mad, but it makes me feel sad for the person who thinks they can get away with that. And I don't know, I just don't have the energy to be mad about what other people do. That's why I'm making this video though, because I think there's a lot of people out there who've been given bad information about this program and they just don't know. I really believe in giving people the benefit of the doubt. If you're doing some of these things because you don't know, or you learned from someone who maybe gave you bad information or false information, or, to their credit, maybe they didn't know either. I'm telling you now, these are the things you don't want to do. A few more don'ts, because there's always more don'ts. If you plan to show a minor child in your video, you have to be in the video. Amazon does not want the liability of you posting a bunch of videos with children, with minors, and there's no adult there, okay? That just creates a whole bunch of issues. Amazon's very clear about that. Again, when I started, that was not in the terms of service. Now it is. I have videos where I showed, maybe one of my kids playing with the thing, whatever the video was about, and it was approved way back when I first started, and then as I'm going through, I can see it was rejected later on because Amazon changed their terms. I think it's a great rule. Personally, I didn't really think about it when I first started, but I agree with it. I think it's a great rule, so just make sure that you adhere to that. If you're going to have one of your kids or a minor in the video, you need to appear alongside them too. I kind of already talked about this, but you cannot encourage people to leave Amazon. Just in any way, shape, or form, encourage them to do the opposite. Stay on Amazon. Keep buying stuff, okay? And one of the most important things, and I think a lot of people run into this, again, because you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Don't talk about anything that has to do with medical things. Don't have any medical claims. I would even stay away from, especially with your first 3 videos, if you're still not approved for on-site commission yet, don't talk about anything related to medical. Don't do vitamins. Don't do, an exercise equipment of some sort that's going to, bring you bigger muscles. I don't know. Just don't make any claims. Don't talk about anything medical. It's just going to get flagged. And especially, like I said, with your first 3 videos, you want to play it really safe. Once you're approved and you have a bunch of content, you can kind of, you can try, because Amazon will just reject a video if they don't like what you're saying. But you're not going to get in trouble because you're trying to be, PC about it. Just, again, if you're not sure, stay away from it. Definitely do not tag a product that's not in your video. Also, don't create a video if you don't have the product with you. I'm not just saying this because I want to. I'm saying this because Amazon very clearly states it in their terms of service. You can't say, oh, here's my great phone, and then you link to another phone, because that's very deceptive. Amazon doesn't like that. You're trying to deceive Amazon's customers. Big red flag for them. It's a great way to get your account shut down, deceiving their customers, right? Don't tag a product that's not in your video, and don't create a video where you don't actually have the product. Come on. One other thing too, do not buy something from Amazon, make a video about it, and then return it to Amazon. Again, they're cracking down on this. They didn't 2 years ago. They didn't have this in place 2 years ago, but they do now because guess what? People do it and they take advantage of it. So don't buy something from Amazon and then go return it after you've uploaded your product video. There are other things you can do there. If you really don't want the item, you can sell it somewhere else, you can donate it. But also I want you to think about that. If you're not using it and you don't want it, do you really want to create a video and recommend it to other people? Unless it's something you've used and now you're kind of out of that season of life. I have baby products all over the place that I don't use anymore, but I've created videos for them way back when my son was a baby, right? He's not a baby anymore. So I've given those items away. I've donated them or given them away, but I still have the videos up because at the time we were using them and I use them and love them. And now I just don't need them anymore. So I think that is perfectly fine, but don't just buy something to make a video about it and then go sell it with having no intention of using it whatsoever. I don't know. I don't like that. You can do that if you want. I don't do that. The other thing that I really don't think people know, you cannot show screenshots or the screen of the inside of your Amazon account. I see this everywhere. I see it on Facebook and YouTube and wherever else. People are showing their numbers, and that's fine. I understand why you're doing that. I wish I could show my numbers too because they're fantastic and I want to show you the proof. But the other thing is that that's against Amazon's terms, so I'm not going to show you the proof that I made $115,000 in 2020 with this program. Can't really show you. I guess I could show you screenshots of my bank statement. So maybe I'll do that in another video. The bank deposits. But the thing that I'm trying to get at here is that Amazon does not allow you to show the inside of your account. You can't show your metrics. You can't show your data in public. It's very much against terms of service. So if you're doing that, if you're posting screenshots of your earnings in Facebook groups, I really recommend that you rethink that. I don't think it'll get your account shut down the first time you do it, but if you're already kind of on the gray area there and you're doing a little bit of violations here or there, it's just more ammo for them to be able to shut down your account. So just don't do it. Get creative and find other ways. I see a lot of people posting screenshots of spreadsheets that they've created with their totals in that. That's perfectly fine because you're not actually showing the inside of your dashboard from Amazon. Totally fine there. So I would really love to know, what did you learn today? There were so many do's and even more don'ts. I think it's really important that if you're pursuing this program, whether you're in it already or you're just getting started, it's so important to know the do's and the don'ts of this program. There's a lot of false and bad information out there. A lot of people just trying to be scammy, game the system, make a quick buck. And I'm telling you, not only does Amazon not like that, but you're not going to last in this program long term if that's your mindset. You really need to look at, how can I ethically, honestly review products that I use and love, and then continue to purchase products or obtain products that, again, you use and love and you would actually recommend to your friends and family, which that should be the criteria of what you're recommending to Amazon's customers. Amazon looks at their customers as friends and family, and you really should too if you want to be a successful content creator for Amazon. So if you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up, definitely subscribe, and I would love to hear your comments about what did you learn, or if you have any questions about any of the do's or don'ts that I went over. And until the next time, happy earnings, keep creating that content, and make sure you subscribe for more free information about how to be a six-figure successful Amazon content creator.